Hey everybody, so I'm back. Oh my god. I let the dough proof for a while because I thought, okay, let me just do this kind of like how I do pizza. A few snafus with it, but overall, practice makes perfect. So here's my tortillas so far. This is the last one I made. You see, it got a little thinner. They're not round. I was telling my friend they look more like the gordita things at Taco Bell. Here's another one. Kind of thick, so they're kind of thinning out the more I do. And then I have one right here. Woo! And then, so yeah, and then when my shrimp thaws out, I'm gonna, do that part. Now, for me so far, the hardest part was rolling them at first. You know, when I used to be a packer at Amazon, like, I used to see a lot of people buying those little tortilla maker things. Like, every once in a while, like, around Christmas and stuff like that, I would see, like, they were kind of heavy. Like, the box was, like, a little small, because I think it was the smaller kind of tortillas. But every once in a while, I would get a bunch of those, because they would come in this little box, but about this big, and it was, like, I think it's made out of metal or something, I forget. But now I'm understanding why people got those. Because the rolling part, okay, I'm finally getting that down to where I get it thin. But then when I put them in the pan, they, like, fall out of my hand, or it kind of, like, bends up, and then it gets, so it's not smooth in there. So I was getting a little, like, annoyed earlier. I texted my friend, I told him, I was like, oh my god, like, what am I doing wrong here? Okay, so I got one more here, and I'm gonna make it do what it do. Here it is. Okay, let's see. Because earlier, it was like, this heat's kind of like, hot to skillet. What I was doing was I was just like, see, it's like bubbling up. This looks like the kind at the store, like Vaughn's has them, but if you go to like those Hispanic stores, like they have the ones that are already kind of partially cooked, and then you just heat them up and they bubble up, like kind of like how they would look homemade. So I'm kind of proud of myself with that, because towards the end, I guess I would finally like just go up in here. I was finally getting it down. Okay, ready for this light. Shrimp got out. Because now I'm getting hungry. So let that brown up a little in there. And then once they browns up, I'll be ready to make my little tacos. I don't know. I thought it was going to be burritos, you guys. But because they came out a little funky looking, I didn't want to waste because I was like, okay, I don't actually have any tortillas. Unless I make them. So, I can't waste it, what I've done here. So, it was going to either be these or nothing. So, I just made the best of it. How it really came out. Okay, I'm going to just put this rock of shrimp in this water. And then I still have some for next time. Only thing I don't have, you guys, is tomatoes to make pico de gallo. I have canned tomatoes. Ooh, I'm so proud of this one. Okay, I gotta let it crisp up a little more. But yeah, you guys, so definitely gonna do this again. Maybe tomorrow. Because the more I was doing it, like, ooh, I'm hot, you guys, sorry. The more I was doing it, the easier it was getting. Like, as far as thinning them out and so. Okay, remember I showed this off in yesterday's video, this bottle? It still has the ice from yesterday. I made lemonade. No. Crystal Light lemonade. Mixed in with the mango black tea. And I like cold brewed the black tea. So I just put it in the refrigerator for 12 hours. And let it brew that way. And then I did another batch last night. I was like, oh darn, I don't want to like get one of those pitchers together. I should have just done that. Washed the pitcher out. But I had one of those like alkaline 88 bottles. And just put this 3, let me get this switch here. It's 3 quarts. So I needed about 11 or 12. I just put it at 95 ounces divided by 8, because typically like it would be, I guess, 8 ounces of water to make a cup of tea. I really love this. And it's out at Trader's right now because it's getting to that summer time. Because to make a quart, they say to use 4 tea bags. So to make 3 quarts, you would use about 12. So yeah, I made a big batch. And I already put some in the freezer with the Crystal Light lemonade. That's how I get my caffeine in the hotter months. I still drink my coffee in the morning, hot coffee, like 1 to 2 cups. But, yeah, it's tradition every year. I do the green tea, Crystal Light lemonade. I do green tea bag with Crystal Light lemonade. I do Earl Grey, Crystal Light lemonade, and then now I do this mango one. The mango one's kind of new to my repertoire because I just discovered it last year. So, or I probably had seen it, but it wasn't interesting until I started like noticing it. So yeah. But anyway, guys, so I'm gonna wait for the shrimp to thaw out. Here's my tortillas. My first time making tortillas. Yeah, they look like gorditas. Look at this, you guys. I'm relatively proud of myself because I made it do what it do. I made it happen. Like, it was either do that or walk up to Vons and pay like $3 something for those ones that bubble up in the pan. That's the one kind of like. The other ones all taste too processed for me. So, yeah, I did it. Oh, and I'm going to share that. I'll share that in my last group. Who texted me? Peanut butter and jelly? Oh. Oh. Oh my god, hot, you guys. Ooh, you know that hot skillet. Rolling these things. I don't know how they did it in the back in the day. Oh. Just Little House on the Prairie day. No fan to blow on you. No door. Well, the door could be open. But, oh, they do everything by hand. Alright, you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good Sunday. Alright, bye.